हे हाय यार, ये लोग पीपीटीज देख के पक नहीं गए होंगे?
हाँ यार, हम भी तो पके थे पिछले साल।
क्या करें, वीडियो दिखा दें इनको?
आ देते।
हाय गाइस, दिस इज मंथन here
I am Sriram.
and we are the torch bearers of ECEL at IFT Delhi. So, I mean, you must have an idea of what ECEL is. Probably you had a brush with it in your undergrad or whichever course that you've taken before coming here. So, it's pretty much a step ahead.
The core goal of ECEL at IFT is not to make entrepreneurs out of you, but rather to act as facilitators for people who already have entrepreneurial inclinations, and for people who want to get a flavor of what entrepreneurship is all about.
So I guess you're a bit curious about what ECEL at IFT does, right? So let me just start with the KT sessions that we are going to keep. So the first KT session.
So the first KT session will be exclusively devoted to making a B plan. It's a very important component of any ECEL that you have been a part of. It would enable you to get a sneak peek into the hygiene factors that go into making a B plan, not which are the right buttons to push and how it can appeal to investors. And also, we'll also give you a complete idea about how to pitch in front of an investor. In almost all likelihood, you would have an opportunity to pitch in front of your boss, who could be or a manager or probably even an investor, and you'll get very limited time to do so. Being a part of ECEL will give you exclusive access as to learn this skill.
Second KT session, I think we'll be devoting it to some good points that you can have for your GDs and interviews for the summer internship process, because frankly speaking, KTs are held to give you some boost for your summer internship preparations. So we have a lot of interns here in our batch, that is 15-17 batch, who have worked in different internship programs at various companies that are in the emerging sector, be it e-commerce, be it logistics. So we have a lot of alums working there as well. So I think they will be sharing with you a lot of points so as to give you some highlights as to what kind of projects that are given to interns and how you can make the most of it. Now, I think we should tell them about our flagship activities also.
Yeah.
So the best flagship event I think that we held in the 15-17 academic year was the Genesis Startup Summit. So we had around 14 VCs who had come here as judges and panelists, and there were 14 selected B plans and actually I would say functioning startups who had or were on the verge of getting some funding, who had come here to pitch to the VCs their ideas, and we had quite a good footfall here. So I'd say that that is a very good opportunity if you already have a functioning startup or you have some idea that you can get working on, because we held it in January last year, so you can make the most of this time and we'll help you obviously to get there. And
this year IFT is inaugurating its incubation center, and you guys are the first ones to have the privilege of who may have the privilege of using it. So if you guys have any ideas or any implementations that you want to do, with the help of ECEL, we'll be coordinating the entire process, and you guys can use the wonderful facilities in the incubation center.
Also, we have some special privileges of being a part of ECEL that we won't give to anyone else. So यार कुछ बता दे थोड़ा सा क्या?
चलो एक ही बता
So we'll be keeping sessions face to face with some people who've made it really big in the startup industry, and you can ask them any damn thing in the world, because that is how we structured it, so that the basics जो होंगे, that is where you need to brush up as to how he's made it, how he's been working, how is the work culture, and how to go ahead.
यार बहुत गैसी लग रहा है यार, मतलब गैसी हो गया।
इससे तो कन्विंस नहीं होंगे यार। हमको बता दे मार्केट में क्या चल रहा है आजकल।
बता देते हैं भाई लोग। Nowadays companies, whether it's emerging or companies that are already big enough, value entrepreneurship above anything else.
So there are a lot of initiatives that are being planned, because market is changing very fast these days. So there are a lot of new initiatives that are being started, and a completely new department may be created out of nowhere. And it is happening at this point of time that the responsibility is given to the much younger employees. And if you have an entrepreneurial background or you have had some brush with it in the past, it may help you to take that responsibility to boot it up from the start.
बल चलेगा बॉस।